What's going on, everybody? Resale Rabbit here. We got a warehouse sale coming up. It is Saturday before the sale. We open Thursday, and we're actually really ahead of schedule on setting up. Cash register is set up. We've got hair products here. I bought a pallet of these for $500. This is, maybe 15 to 20% of that pallet. Let's see, we've got, these tables are pretty bare. Over here we're full of pillows, blankets, bedding. If you remember these queen size sheets, I bought a pallet of these for $150. There's some Dollar General in here, some Amazon, all sorts of different stuff there. Over here we've got toys, all different fun toys. These, if you remember, I bought at Goodwill, these puzzles, a couple more over here. This stuff needs to be stacked a little bit better, and so we can get more out here. Oh, that's kind of cool. I didn't even see that. But I'm just kind of trying to get stuff on the tables. Let's see over here. I've got 3 of these displays. I decided to put one out for these bags. We've got like a pallet of these, and they never really sell. I think we're gonna do them at like $3 each, just to get them out of here. Then we got those down there. Over here, some chairs and stuff. Sinks, these are gonna be $10 each. Blinds, $10 each. Over here, this is kind of neat. I think this came from Dollar General. Fishing poles, they were case packed. We've got like decor type stuff. I think I'm gonna move these wreaths to make some space. Water bottles, weights, vases. These pitchers had $8 price tags on them from the store. I took them off because I think these will sell for $10. I think they're worth that. All sorts of different stuff. We've got swimming and pool stuff. The past couple of days it's been over 80 degrees, so this will do well. It's gonna be in the 40s and 50s. I think we even have a day in the 30s this week. So it's gonna be colder, but that's a good thing. I don't want it to be too nice outside for the sale. If it's too nice, people aren't gonna wanna come here. They're gonna wanna be out and about doing things. Let's see, we've got coolers, home improvement stuff, all sorts of different stuff along here. So we're pretty ahead of the game here as far as setting up. I have not done anything with the special buy area yet. I'm gonna clean up this mess here because I'm gonna start on special buy today. We've got pallets of stuff that we can line up down here. Over here, we've got some of this furniture put together. We've got a desk over here, nightstands, a plant stand. We assembled this so we can have just the boxes next to it. Back here, all of these vacuums are tested, priced, and tagged. So it'll be much easier to just grab them. I also assembled that bike, and there's a box for one of them. I've got 4 of them. So with one assembled, I think it'll do, they're like $450 retail, and we're gonna be half that. We got Craftsman stuff. Haven't priced the Craftsman stuff yet, but it has been tested, and Tim put his notes on there with his unreadable handwriting. We've got more over here. Let's go in the back. So it's a little chaotic back here. This side is pretty much all Dollar General. Let me get some lights on. It's not entirely Dollar General. I think that is Amazon. There might be some Home Depot in there. This is Harvest and Halloween. This is going to be saved. We're sorting it. I've got all of that as Harvest and Halloween. And the reason I'm sorting it, I'm keeping the stuff that can go out on $5 a day and up. Everything less than that is going in these mystery boxes. The Halloween ones are selling for $40. The Harvest ones, there's one for $20. And these things are loaded full, especially the Halloween ones. I think $40 is a heck of a deal on what's in there. So I got this whole pallet ready for that. This is air conditioners. We're saving that for the next sale. Up here, so this is all Dollar General. Some of it hasn't been gone through yet. I think these 3 are untouched, and maybe a couple behind them. We'll save that for the next sale. What else? This outdoor power right there. That's going to go in this sale. I'm going to save those for the next sale. And those patio tables I'm probably going to save for the next sale. I'm going to try and get this pallet out. I was going to do these for $10 each, so we pulled a couple of them out. But these are $45 at Home Depot. They're 30 plus shipping on eBay. I'm thinking just drop the pallet out and do 20 bucks each. I got this pallet super cheap because everybody saw this and thought it was just some on the bottom and thought this was a vanity. But it's all these Goodyear hoses. There's a lot of them in there. Wow, that was a really good one. We got rugs here. It looks like a Halloween rug, kind of. I don't know, what's that say? Metropolitan. Maybe not. Let's see. What else? What else do we have to go through over here? I think that's pretty much it. We got more vacuums here that have been tested but haven't been priced. This is just cardboard. We brought that stuff out already. Walking down here, we got a whole bunch of nice flannels. It's probably a little late to sell these, but we're gonna put them out. I got them on clearance. I actually bought these at Kohl's. They were doing half off of clearance. So I paid, was that $3.60 each for them. We've got this. I paid 25 bucks for this pallet. We've got 3 different beverage types here. I want to split those onto 2 pallets so you can grab any of them easy. We're going to do 10 bucks per flat as a special buy item. A flat is 6 boxes. What else? This is the sheets that I showed you. We've got this Zevia. I'm going to do the same thing. 10 bucks a flat. And since it's so low, I have it sitting on a stack of pallets so it can still be at arm's reach. I might grab the forklift and pull it right here so it's not too high, but that will go out. This, you might remember this pallet here was the one that I got for 25 bucks because of the 1 toner cartridge. Some of this, like these organizers, I think will do well at 10. These envelopes, probably not. I might save those for a lower dollar day. But these are, by the way, there were 3 drum units for fancy printers on there too, like copy machines, and we just sold them for 120 bucks today. This pallet is entirely these rice dispensers. It's kind of cool. You have 2 different things in there. You can put rice, oatmeal, flour, something like that. I think we're gonna special buy those at like 20 bucks each. We've got more odds and ends throughout here. This is just unsorted Amazon. These bed frames, we're just selling them at 10 bucks each. These are under recall. I looked up, they're under recall, but it's not a buyback. The way it works is you fill out a form on this company's website and they will send you a part that needs to go on like a corner bracket. So here, let me show you what I did. So right here, these are 161 in the store. We're at 10 bucks because of the hassle. I didn't want these, but I had to take them, so I'm just getting rid of them. I've got this on each one from the Consumer Product Safety Commission. It doesn't really, there you go, now you can see it. With the full recall posted, and right here, contact Zenos to obtain a free repair kit consisting of reinforcing brackets to be installed on the corner of the base, appropriate tool and hardware, both printed and video instructions available here. And I looked it up, you don't need a receipt or anything to get that. You can request up to 4 of them. So this is taped to each one of them. So the customer has it, they can take it with them. It's very clear, and they're only 10 bucks each. What else? I need to clear all of this out now. Everything along this wall I want to clear out so I can start bringing those pallets, like the soda and the Zevia and the garden hoses and stuff like that over here. So I've got the flyers designed and I just can't get a hold of the printing company. I emailed them, which is what I usually do, and they never responded. So I called every day for like a week and left voicemails. Their website says they're open, so I don't know what's going on. So what I'm going to do is go to FedEx. They do same-day service. It's like double the price. I'm sure the quality, they're probably just going to print it on regular paper for the $300 that I'll pay. Normally I pay about 150 bucks for the flyers. It's $300. They are bigger. They only have certain sizes, so they're going to be 8 by 10, and the quality is probably going to be terrible, but it's same-day service, so I'm going to do that Monday so we have flyers. It's really annoying. And mostly cleared out. All right, this is much more manageable. Boy, am I out of breath. 93 of these I moved. They were all stacked on this pallet, tagged and transferred over here. I ran out of tags. 2 of them still need some. So there was one of these that was missing a can. There was one of these that was missing a can. So I just set those aside, and what we'll do is we'll sell the other 5 boxes for like on $3 day, just put them on the tables. And then the 2 that are missing a can, there's 3 cans in that box. We'll probably just put the cans out individually on $1 day, or maybe tape the box up on a cheaper day or something. I don't know. There's also one of these where the can had leaked. You could see a slit. Someone was cutting with a knife and it went through the can. So same thing with that one. Sell the boxes separately and then the cans separately. This one's a little different though. Almost all of these were wet. You can see right there, the box flat is soaked. And what I did is I found one first and there was no slit, no sign that someone cut through it. But I went through and pushed on all of the exterior cans and every single one of them were solid. These 2, as well as 2 more that I put back. There's 1 can here. I don't know if you can hear that or see that. It's different than that one that's full. This one's empty. So maybe those 1, 2, 4 cans are what leaked out and got all of these wet. It doesn't seem likely. It's possible they froze at some point, and maybe the inner cans, which I can't push on, those are the ones that, so 2, 4, 8 cans on the inside that I can't push on. Maybe those had leaked. Also seems doubtful, just because if it's gonna freeze, the outside ones would freeze first. And it was only this color. The other 2, that one, you could clearly tell why it had burst open. Someone cut it with a knife. And then the other 2 ones were just missing a can. The box, here, I'll show you. Over here, the boxes were just ripped open and missing a can. But then you get this one, you can see right here where someone cut it, and that's what got that can. And then this one, right there, I have these up on their sides, so the empty one is on top. That one you can tell is busted open. So I guess it was 3 cans plus the green one, so 4 cans had leaked on that pallet. I can't imagine that's gonna be enough to have all of them soaked. Maybe the blue ones were just on their own pallet. There was nothing with it, and some of them froze, or maybe a bunch of them on top burst open and poured underneath. I don't know. These were on the bottom of the pallet though, which I suppose might be good, but the fact that these were dry tells me that it probably happened beforehand, and they just, because the way they were packed and wrapped in plastic, they didn't have a chance to evaporate. I don't think that's that big of a deal to the buyers. If someone buys one and they complain, 2 of the cans were busted open, we can give them cans out of one of these other ones. I don't care. Remember, I paid, and I still can't believe this, $25 for all of these. So there are, what did I say, 98 of them? 97 or 98. That's going to be about just under $1,000 for my $25 pallet purchase. This one, I think I paid $100 for it, and we sold a whole bunch in previous sales. We were busting these open and selling them by the 6-pack, and it's just such a pain to do that. So I decided to sell them for 10 like this. And I don't know how much I made, but I mean, right here, we got stacks of 3. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we got 32 cases. So that should be 320. These, I'm very confident. Zevia is a brand name. These are going to sell at 10, no problem. These, I'm not sure. I feel like 10's a really good deal on them. And I looked them up online, and they were $48 for a 6-pack. I think it came out to like $7.99 each or something. And so they didn't sell them as 6 boxes. So anyways, I'm pretty confident these are gonna, I think these will do well. We'll see. I worked up a really good sweat though. I'm gonna go bring a chair outside and sit down for about 15 minutes. Enjoy the nice weather. It's the last nice day for at least 10 days. My weather app only shows me the next 10 days. And 30s to 50s, all of those. And it's about 80 outside right now. I'm gonna sit and relax a little bit. I'm tired. That was a workout. So I have an idea. I wanna know what you guys think. I've been thinking about doing this for a couple of years now with Dollar General. Dollar General used to be so cheap. It was like $6,000 for a load. Now it's more like $10,000, but I think it's still workable. So what we would do is we would have a warehouse sale separate from the main sales. It's just a weekend, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Everything's $1 all 3 days. It's all stuff from Dollar General. We don't sort it. We don't do anything. When we do it outside, it would be a parking lot sale. So we would fill Gaylords like this. I think we can be set up in a day because all we're doing is filling Gaylords. Most of the boxes, here, let me take down a couple of unopened boxes to show you what they look like. I think we went through that, but from here down is unopened. So most of the boxes, it's just stuff. Stuff under here, more stuff. Some of it's case packed like this, which is gonna be a little bit more of a pain, but just stuff. You got lots of hats and stuff in here. There's some Halloween. So that's kind of what these look like. Just an assortment here. I don't think this one was open. More stuff. This I think might be sorted. This might not be sorted. That might be how this one came. So we would just have a bunch of Gaylords, those fruit size ones like watermelons and pumpkins. I've got a whole stack of them right here. I've got a whole bunch of these that will be emptying out in the sale as well. And I've got another stack up there. So say we fill 30 of those. No rhyme or reason. We don't pull items. So there will be items that would easily be $10 day stuff that's going in here for $1. We're just dumping the stuff in. The only thing that we would pull is if we open a box and it's all clothing. The clothing that comes from Dollar General is really good for the sales, and it's on hangers. It's going to be tough to dig through in a Gaylord if it's all on hangers. So those we'll save, we'll hang up and put in the next actual warehouse sale. There's 2 motorcycle tires down there. Wonder why those aren't on eBay. Anyways, so we might separate a little bit to make it easier. Like this one is all shoes. This one is all general merchandise. That's pretty much the only way that, from what I've seen with Dollar General, that it would make sense to sort. We'd also have some tables up for the case-packed items that are in displays. Let me give you a couple examples of that. So we get shoes that are in displays like this. Rather than dumping this in a Gaylord, we'll just put these on a table. Also, those Christmas lights that I just showed you. Here's some more Dollar General stuff. This isn't quite how it comes. He sorted it. But big boxes, instead of dumping it, we'll just set 4 of these on a pallet and cut the tops off. The Christmas lights here, these are on a display. You can see there's a cardboard display around it. So stuff like that we can just set onto a table. So getting set up as far as filling the Gaylords and everything, Tim and I can do that in a day, no problem. 30 Gaylords is a little over a third of a truckload because each pallet should fill 3 Gaylords. And there's, I don't remember, 24 or 26 pallets on a load. So Wednesday, we would do this Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Wednesday, me and Tim working our normal hours, fill all the Gaylords, get ready to go. Set stuff up on a couple of tables, the stuff that's in the displays like that. Thursday morning, we come in at 8, which is our normal start time, and bring the stuff out. We're just wheeling Gaylords outside. It'll be in the parking lot. Here, let me show you. So I thought about doing it here because then we've got 2 doors to get inside. We can leave this door open and actually have 3 cash registers inside here, so we're in the shade. But then, you know, you don't see it much from the road. So the thought that I like better is walking over here, the front of the building. I can get, hold on, it's a long walk, almost there. I can get 5 Gaylords this way while still having about 4 or 5 feet of space between each one, and 6 Gaylords that way. And then along the back here, we can put the tables. And we can have, 8 a.m. we come here and wheel out all the Gaylords. It'll take 15 minutes. The tables, they'll already be set up. It's gonna be lightweight, non-fragile stuff. So me and Tim each grab one half of the table, or Tim and Ben, or me and Ben, whoever, 2 people grab it, and we just set it down right here. And then I would put a couple of pop-up canopies. I still have some of those, I'm pretty sure, from that pallet that I got. So I can put 2 of them here. The cash registers can be there so they're in the shade. And we're right at the front. We still have the shopping carts. We're right at the front of the building so people driving past can see it. Obviously this road doesn't get a lot of traffic, but it gets some. Another liquidation store just opened. See that building over there? If you make a left here, a right, and then a right into a little turnaround. It's not a cul-de-sac. It goes in and then back out to the main road. It's probably about right behind that building, I think. but they're like a couple blocks away. Their grand opening was yesterday. Fun fact, I bought a bunch of yard signs. They're gonna be here either Wednesday or Thursday, so it could be after we start, but I'm gonna put it right on the corner of their road with arrows pointing to us. I know for a fact they opened there because it's close to us. They were across town for the past, it's the one that had like the Grinch and stuff. I was there, the really high prices. They moved right next door to us, and that had to have been strategic. So they're trying to poach my customers, I'll poach theirs. It's not that big of a deal. You got Walgreens, you got CVS, they're always right next to each other. Someone's got to be CVS, they can be CVS. Anyways, that I didn't make that up. That was a buddy of mine who said that, referencing them. So we set everything up. 8 a.m. we bring everything out, and people would park on the street. It'd take us like 15-20 minutes to do that, set up the pop-up canopies, get all good to go. Then we have the sale until 5. It'd be 8 to 5 or 9 to 5. Realistically, people will get here early. Once we're set up, they're gonna start digging right away. There's no way to stop them anyways. We would have no limits. There shouldn't be any lines because we're outside. There's no fire code on how many people can be in our parking lot. At least I don't think there is. Oh, I'm sweating out here. It's nice. Anyways, everything's $1, 3 days. So Thursday and Friday, since we're open till 5, I would be paying an extra hour for both of them, which would be overtime. Or I offer them a day off earlier beforehand, or leave early or something to cover the time. I don't know. It doesn't matter. 1 hour of overtime on Thursday and Friday, and then they'll be coming in Saturday. It's just one day of one weekend. I think that could be good. So a 3-day sale. 5 o'clock we're done. We bring the stuff in. We shouldn't have any setup to do other than any cleanup setup or anything to do other than bringing stuff out and bringing stuff in. It's pretty much all on pallets. In fact, even the pop-up canopies, we can have set up inside and just drag them out. We've got the dock right up there. We're gonna have them in there. My arms are getting tired from holding my phone up. Throughout the day, we'll be refilling them, but that's gonna be throughout the day. It's not gonna be like after these sales where we set up. So I'll have $10,000 into it. Probably another maybe 1,000 in payroll. But most of that I'd be paying them either way, doing other stuff. Question is, how much do I make selling everything for $1? The really expensive stuff, like in this sale, here, let's walk inside. So there's a lot of Dollar General stuff here. These are all Dollar General. They'll be $1 each, including these pools. I'm pretty sure these are Dollar General. All of this home decor, this is all Dollar General. The weights are not. I don't think these are. These must have come on a Target pallet or something. I don't know where else they would have come from, but these are Dollar General. These are Dollar General. All of this is Dollar General. And all of it will be sold for $1. The toys, these are not. These are not. That's not. The Squishmallows I know were. I think all of this other stuff is Dollar General. You see like 12 retail. That one doesn't have a price on it. 15 retail, brand name, B-Tech. This was most likely Dollar General. I know Tim took a lot of the price tags off of some of these. Oh, you can see he did right here. This might have been 10, and then we put it out. Anyways, a lot of this stuff. This is Dollar General. These are Dollar General. Everything on here, including these patio cushions, not those, not the wedge. The pillows, though, not these, not these. Everything else, oh, and that stack is Amazon. Everything else here is Dollar General. This is all, I think all of this, not that, not those, probably not these, is Dollar General. Over here, we got stuff here. So all of this is, oh, these chairs. We got a set of 4 of these and a set of 4 of those camp chairs. Dollar General, $28 retail. All of that would be $1 each. Now, obviously, the fishing poles too. The fishing poles I might hold back because they're just gonna get broken, I'm sure. So we'll hold some stuff back, but for the most part, it's all going. It's very little is gonna be held back. And so people will dig in Gaylords to find this stuff. Kind of like a dig and save Goodwill outlet setup, kind of like how our dollar days usually are, really. But instead of boxes on tables, it's Gaylords. So my total cost in it will probably be about $11,000 or $12,000. I really think, I mean, on a typical dollar day, we're doing near that on $1 day. So I really think, I mean, if I do $5,000 a day, those 3 days, which I think is low, especially for the first day, especially because of the type of inventory we'll have, that's 15 grand. So I'm making $3,000 to $4,000 profit, which that in of itself isn't bad over 3 days. I come in on a Saturday, and you know the other 2 days we're already working anyways. I could see, I don't think I'd do 30. I don't think I'd do 10K a day, but I could see 20 to 25. So walking away with, say, $10,000 profit in 3 days, I feel like that's doable, and I feel like that's something that, you know, we could put some feelers out, maybe do it monthly, or maybe do one in between each sale, so that'll be like 5 or 6 of them a year. Well, no, because we wouldn't want to be doing this outside in the wintertime. So maybe monthly through the summer. I mean, if I do that, it's April. We could theoretically be doing it right now. So if I did it in April, May, June, July, August, September, maybe one more in October, that's 7 months, that's $70,000. Now, it's going to be difficult to do the same time as a warehouse sale. So since we're doing a sale in April, we probably won't be doing one of these. Since we're doing a sale in July, we're probably not going to be doing one then. And since we're doing a sale in probably September, we're probably not going to do one then. But we could still do about several of them throughout the year. I think that would be good. And it's good advertising because people drive past, they see it, they come buy stuff, get some great deals, and then they learn about our warehouse sales and come to those. What do you guys think about that? This is a really long, drawn-out explanation. Do you think that's a good idea? I think it's a good idea. I think it could be beneficial. It also depends on the availability of Dollar General product, because that's really the only one where it would work. Maybe Walgreens, but my cost is like 70 cents per unit in Walgreens. I don't think it would be worthwhile. Anyways, let me know what you think about that. Oh, my hair is wild. I've been sitting outside for like 30 minutes. The weather's too nice. Had myself a couple Uncrustables. Anyways, it's very weather dependent though. If we have rain, we can't do it. So that means I either need to plan it out and start promoting it within a couple days before we do it, or cancel and reschedule and maybe have a backup weekend. You know, it's going to be the weekend of the 5th, but if it rains that weekend, it'll be the weekend of the 12th. I don't even know if those numbers add up to be 2 weekends. But what if it rains both of those weekends? So it might be something like a surprise pop-up where I can see 10 days out on my phone what the weather is. So maybe 8 to 10 days before we open, that's when we schedule it and start promoting it. But it's very weather dependent. We can't do it in the rain. It needs to be clear, no precipitation, and at least comfortable enough to be standing outside all day. So it ain't gonna happen in the wintertime. All right, the hoses are done. I decided to price them at $24.99. I looked them up on Home Depot and they're $50. I paid, hold on, it's on this one. There we go. $150 for this pallet. Because again, it looked like vanities. And there was something on top of it. I don't remember what it was, but there was stuff on top of it. Let me see if I can go back and find the picture. So here, right there is what it looked like in the auction. And you can see, I think that was another vanity. I think that's why we thought it was a vanity. It looked like it was a stack of 2 vanities. Opening bid on those pallets at that place was $100. That's the minimum. So I got it for $150. So that means I probably bid 100, someone else bid 125, and I bid 150. But it looked like 2 vanities. And I think I knew they were hoses. I think I like pulled it open and looked. I honestly don't remember if it was a surprise to me or not. But I paid $150. And with 46 of them, that's over $1,000. It's $1,125, I think. I just had it up on my calculator here. No, I used my calculator again since then. I think it's $1,125. It's definitely over $1,000 though for these hoses for my $150 purchase, and I think they'll do pretty well. I've got some more hoses here that are returns that we'll be putting out just for $10. And I think they'll sell, oh, that one's not a return, but it's still gonna be $10. It's a smaller hose. our spring or maybe summer sale last year, we had a whole bunch of hoses. They were at a Dollar General. So they were 15, I think 10, 15, and 20 bucks were the price points. And I filled a bin on $10 day and they were gone in like the first 20 minutes. So I feel like these premium, much better hoses at 25, I think those will sell pretty fast. Remember this guy from the eBay video or Goodwill video? He didn't work, so Tim stuffed him there. So he's gonna be in the background from now on. All right, so this area is all set up. I already showed you the beverages. We got the lights. I put one up here on display. I kind of wish it was lower because it's, you know, so far away, backing up here. It's so far above it. So I might, now I can't screw it. I can't easily screw it into here and I can't screw it into there. But if I get some wire, that's just the wire that came with it, I could hang it down further and have it be like eye level, maybe a little above. But I've got these at 10. I was gonna put 4 boxes out, so I was in line with that, but I think I'm gonna hold off on it and leave it how it is. These also at 10, and I was gonna do 2 boxes if I were doing 4 there. And then these, are they ready to use? No, you have to take the bottom off and pull the little plastic tab out. And then we got the hoses up. I don't remember if I showed you that or not. I think, yeah, I showed you that. So this area took me half a day. It is 4 o'clock. I got here around 11, so maybe 5 hours. I would guess around 11. I slept in today and hung out at home a little bit beforehand. So I'm happy with what I got done here. 5 hours and 40 minutes to be exact. And for those wondering, yes, I do clock in and out every day, just like the other employees, to keep track of things, and that's how I'm paid. So I'm gonna show you a clip because we're doing something really cool tonight. It's called Mac and Brews. Whole bunch of restaurants in the area get together and have samples of their mac and cheese and beer, but I mostly care about the mac and cheese. Last year there was one person that had like brisket in it, another place that had like a whole chicken wing on top of the thing of mac and cheese. I'm excited for this. So I just got an eBay message from a viewer asking to buy some stuff from that DeWalt video, and it reminded me, if you watch the DeWalt video, I was so upset about this. I don't know what happened. I'm using a new editing software. Ever since the last warehouse sale video that went haywire, I've been using Adobe Premiere, and got a lanyard hanging from that picture, and it looked like the frame was coming off. Anyways, so that was an hour and like 14-minute long video of me going through all of the tools, and then I waited a couple of weeks to post it so I could do an update video when just about everything had sold. And I even went all in, and as I was talking about the sales, I had right on the screen the picture of the items that had sold. And only half of the video exported, the other half corrupted. And by the time I realized it, because it still showed an hour and 14 minutes on my computer, and if you play it on the computer, it plays the first half and then says file corrupted. So I didn't realize that I was missing half of it until after I deleted everything. But anyways, the DeWalt stuff is all sold. I made, I don't remember, maybe $1,000 on it. Like, made my money back plus $1,000. A lot of the defective batteries were actually selling for like 40 to 60 bucks on eBay. That's about it. The garage door opener sold for 450. I don't know. Did well with it. Enjoyed it. Didn't enjoy the video. Not show. It just cuts out halfway through. You don't even get to see everything on the pallet. All right, I gotta get back to work. So if you remember, I bought this pallet a while ago for $100. It's hose hangers. I put one of them together here, and then I went to stack them and realized there's a second style. So we got 2 different styles here. These will do well at $10 each. I'm gonna go through at least one more of these boxes and see if there are any other styles, because that would be nice. So there's 50 of them total. At 10 each, I should get 500 for my $100 purchase. And these are kind of nice. They're unique. This seems like something you'd get at the Home Depot or something, but that's unique. But they'll also, you can see the little keyholes there. They'll mount on the wall if you don't want to have them on a stake in the yard too. So I think they'll do really well at 10. So looking at these, it's got this label, it's got that label, and everything is the same except 56 and 45. And then I looked over here, it's 54, and this one is 36. I think that's a case count though. I think they probably shipped 83 cases. So that means there's nothing distinguishing the different SKUs on the outside of the box. So the rest are the Eagles. So we got 45 Eagles and 1 wagon wheel. I don't think anyone knew what this was. In the auction, you know, the boxes are just this. It doesn't say what it is. I don't remember how I knew it was a hose hanger. Maybe I opened one of them. Maybe I just took a gamble. I had to have known. Maybe, I bet I know what it was. I bet they had it open, but like tilted on its side, so you had to lift it up or something. Either way, they were poorly represented, which helped me get them cheap, only $100. I bet this would have gone for $300 or $400 had people known what they were. Also, remember these? We've got 2 gin and tonics, or G and tonics, since there's not actually gin in it, pink and regular, and then the mojito. Turns out in the back, there's more. These are a non-alcoholic craft beer, and then a layer of the pink gin. Oh, we get 2 different ones here. What is this one? Blonde ale and an IPA. The Sober Carpenter. That's kind of neat. I don't know. I might have to look this. I feel like these are much more likely to sell than the pink G and tonic, which is the bottom layer there. I didn't even know I had these. They were on a pallet with other stuff. I don't remember what was on top of it. But I think I definitely need to get these out. There's not a lot of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of the green ones. All this looks like, yeah, I think there's gonna be, oh yeah, that's wet. That one's destroyed. Of course I can sell the others, but, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of the yellow ones, the blonde ale. I think I definitely need to get these out. So the question is, should I sell them by the 4-pack or by the flat? Because I think these would do better. It would be special buy, $10 for the flat, just like the others. I'm not going to change the price on that. Or we wait until like $5 day and sell these for $5. That would be what, 30? What's 5 times 6? 30, yeah. That would be $30 per. I think that's what I'm going to do. $5 day, I'll put those out individually. That's the plan for those. So do I have any builders or plumbers watching? I have a question. We got this empty field next to the warehouse. It's never been developed as far as I know. Lots of bird life. We get the sandhill cranes here. But what is that? It sticks up a good 2, maybe 2.5 feet. You can see it goes down. I don't know how well I don't think you can see that. It goes down about 10 feet and then elbows that way. Oh, there's another one here too. That's just sitting. Oh, I bet that was a cap that was on top of here at one point. So that would go on top of here. Can you see that? No, it's not gonna focus on it. There, so it's capped too. And it goes this way. There is water here, but this isn't like a retention pond or anything. It's just a low spot that collects water. And I could hear water running in it too. I don't know if that picked up on the camera. I'm gonna wash my hand now. It was really clean inside. That might have just blown off recently. Like, it looks brand new, but it's not, because nobody has been over here working. That would take some serious digging. I've never noticed it before because in the wintertime this area is full of snow, and in the summertime this brush is taller than me. So what's it for? Is it to, is it go to the sewer maybe? So it's already, what's the word I'm looking for? Like roughed in, if you're going to develop this property? Is it, this is how we wash our hands in Wisconsin. Nice and clean. So what's it do? On another note, it's kind of nice out, kind of cool out, very warm in the warehouse. So I've got the door open and I move the gate over there because I don't want people coming in. especially if they're driving past, they see the door open on a Sunday. Oh, it's Sunday, by the way, and they think we're open. And then for a good cross breeze, I've got this door open with a nice big fan blowing air in and a sign telling people to get lost. I don't remember if I showed you what this looked like before, but we cleared a lot out here. So this is the one that I'm gonna bring out next. The fans I'm gonna need to inspect. It looks like there's a couple microwaves that I'll need to test. All these light fixtures are just gonna be $10 each. Some other $10 stuff on here. So this one I'm gonna do next. Then I'm gonna get this one out of here. It's 4 of these. One's already assembled, which is nice. I didn't have to assemble it. This is how I bought it. I wanna say, here, I got my list right here. Let's see. Weight bench. I paid $125 for this, plus 10% buyer's fee and freight. So, 140-ish roughly. Freight came out to like $30 a pallet. So, I will probably put these at $75 each. I'm sure they'll go pretty quick. I'll look what retail is though. This can go out. It's these body pillows. We'll probably not get all of them in there, but I could probably get the top 6 boxes on there and then bring it back here again. This is a bed. I'm probably not gonna put this in the sale, so I'm just gonna set it aside. This is cookies. I actually bought it thinking it was just these tins. I didn't realize there were cookies in it. This I paid, hold on, here's my list. I think this is gonna be on the back side here. $150. So I paid $150 for these. Easily $10 a day items. This I don't need to worry about till later in the sale. The hitches are not going in the sale. One of these days we'll get these listed on eBay. The bikes, these gotta go out there. The ice shanties I'm gonna just put aside somewhere. Now this is an interesting one. This is stainless steel fender trim for a Dodge Dakota, right there. I've got 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 of these. And I think we have a couple more in the eBay area. We listed it on eBay. We haven't sold any yet. I wasn't expecting to sell many of these. I want to say I spent $350 on this pallet. And I bought it because all these workbenches were on the bottom. We've got 10 of them. So that's well worth it for that. I'm thinking about putting these out just for $10. They're like $150 on eBay. We're not gonna be able to move this much volume on them. They've been listed for one or two months and haven't sold any yet. Maybe an eBay buyer, eBay seller, or somebody who thinks they can make a profit on it will come buy them all. And that would, I already forgot how many I said I had. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 of them. That's $160. That pays for half the pallet. And these will probably be $100 each, so there's 1,000. I'm running out of space for stuff like this for the mystery box area though. So like these, I might just put 1 or 2 out at a time. The mystery boxes, I don't know that I really have space to drop this pallet out there because I was gonna sell them as a mystery box. Other than the ones that are open. There's one that Tim opened on the top there, one that Tim opened there because he was curious what was in it and he didn't know that they were gonna be sold as mystery boxes. And then some of the bottom ones look like they might be busted open a little bit. But all the other ones, I was thinking $60 a piece for them. We'll see. But I need to find space for it because I've also got the Halloween mystery boxes that we built. And I hear the rain. I gotta go bring that fan in because I'm sure an electric fan that's running isn't supposed to be getting wet. Well, it's still running. It sounded like it was raining pretty hard out there. Oh, that cool air feels so nice. Yeah. So we'll just unplug this. So at least I didn't destroy the fan. So I used to have like a 5-foot tall one, huge barn fan, and I sold it 4 or 5 years ago, and I always regretted selling that. I saw a pallet that had this on it, so I bought it. And after I bought it, I realized that one of the wheels was broken. These 2 wheels are lawnmower wheels, and then I have a piece of threaded rod with some nuts on the end as axles. So we got wheels, and the lawnmower wheels came on a pallet. The threaded rod, we'll see how, if any of the longtime viewers remember this, there was a garage sale 4, 5, 6 years ago where I bought a whole bunch of like candy machines. And it came with they gave me a bunch of threaded rod, which is what holds the top onto the machine, but there was a bunch extra. I sold all the machines, and I thought, oh, maybe I could use this threaded rod sometime rather than including it with the machines. Finally found a use for it. I am like everybody's grandpa. I save everything. Like, here. When I put these two things together, there was some extra parts. They gave me one extra of each item and apparently two of these. I'm saving these. From the first one, I already put them in my toolbox. Will I ever use them? Probably not. If I ever use them, how much would I save? Maybe a nickel. But I'm not throwing them away. There have been times where it's really come in handy. My office chair at home came on a pallet, and it did not have any of the screws, none of the hardware, and I was able to cobble up hardware from just stuff like that and put the thing together. Don't know if it's sturdy, but it holds my weight. And when I sit down on a chair, I don't delicately sit down. I drop my full body weight like I'm body slamming the chair in a WWE wrestling ring. And it hasn't broken yet, so this looks really fancy. Simple Human, which I know is a high-end brand. And I was just gonna throw this out for $10 because it was broken. The top was cracked. That's not cracked, that's how it's made to be. So I'm gonna look this up. This might end up being a special buy item. So I don't think we've gone through this yet. So I'm gonna actually go through this. We did take some stuff off the top. Oh, this is not part of it. This is just from another pallet. We took some stuff off the top. It was those lights that screw into like a regular light socket, but they have the LED panels. Let me show you what this pallet looked like before. That is what we had before. That's if we'll focus. Well, you can see there were a bunch of those on top that we threw on a $10 a day pallet, which I haven't seen yet, so those will go out at some point. I paid $150 for this pallet. First, we got a sink. I'm gonna put this on the pallet of sinks. Next, we got these 3 light fixtures. These are gonna be $10 each, and you don't know if they're factory sealed because the thing on top here. But usually when they've been open, you can tell. So we've got 7 ceiling fans here. That looks retaped. I can't tell if that's 2 layers of tape or not. It's probably because of that little overlap. Yeah, there you can see it tore off. So these are returns. So what I'm gonna do with the ceiling fans, what did I say, 7, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm thinking just $25 untested as is. This one I might have to go cheaper. I feel like these are probably $150 to $200 in the store. What's 7 times 25? 175 plus 30, so that's 100 and the numbers, 195, 205. It's 205. The sink, let's say it eventually sells on $5 a day. It puts me at 210. Looks like I've got 1, 2, 3 microwaves. So that'll be 285 to 300, somewhere in that range. And then a flush mount fixture. So 300 to $350. If I wanted to open these and inspect them, I don't know, maybe I'll do that. It's tough to say. If I open them and inspect them, I'll probably list them a lot higher. Now this does have, I zoomed, I'm too lazy to bend down, the red tag. That's supposed to mean it's the worst condition as far as returns. The yellow is medium, the green is basically new. Never go by that. I always find nice stuff with red tags and terrible stuff with green tags. In fact, my DeWalt circular saw that I have at home in my own personal tools came on a pallet. It had a red tag on it. It was brand new, like it had never been used before. It still had the little tape on the items inside, and it was never used. And it had a red tag. I never trust those. Never. I wonder if this has one. Here. This is something that logically I would expect to see a yellow tag on because there's no packaging and it's got a dent. Maybe a red tag. Probably a red tag because the wheel was broken too. I forgot about that. Same with when you get stuff from Walmart or Lowe's, they'll have a little receipt that says the return reason. Yeah, don't, just completely ignore that. Don't even look at it. I found things that just said, changed mind, found a better price elsewhere, didn't fit, and it's just destroyed. I found things that say doesn't work, defective, damaged, that were brand new. I think with a lot of that, it's just a lazy employee who, they don't care. They just push a random button when it gets returned, and there's no accuracy at all because it doesn't matter. At least to them, it doesn't. So anyways, my point is, things, when it says the condition from the original retailer, completely ignore it. So on the tags, I'm just doing other, unable to test, and not inspected. I'll look at it. If I see one that's factory taped still, I'll sell it as new and for more money. I think people would be willing to take a $25 gamble. I'm sure most of them work. I got a fan off of a pallet that I brought home, and the thing was flawless. It had been connected before. You can always tell with the wires when they're kind of, kinked up and whatnot, if it had been wired into something before. And it worked fine. So I see it as a gamble. They're getting it super cheap. They're getting a $150, $200 fan for $25. Maybe it works, maybe it doesn't. I think that's a fair gamble. Fair for me, fair for them. Oh, when I was thinking of the profit on that pallet, I forgot to account for those lights. Those always sell instantly for $10 each. I bet there was 10 of them on there. There's another $100. I think it's a good one. Look at this. We must have a squirrel here, leaving his nut. So I'm looking at these workbenches. I don't know what this is supposed to be, but I just looked it up, and this is not a workbench. It's a kitchen organizer. I don't know if that's good or bad, but I still don't know what that thing is. It looks like this slides out, and you have 2 fixed shelves and then a little one on top. You have spots to hang stuff. This could be good. Here we go. It's oven mitts. So it looks like you get an oven mitt free with it. Also, they're about $100 retail, so I'll be selling them for about $50 each. That's still $500 for this because there are 10 of them. I'm still making a profit, not as exciting of a profit, not doubling my money, but I've got all of these too. Maybe we end up selling some on eBay. Got the pillows out. What I did was I took one out of the bag and then left one in the bag. That way they don't get dirty on the floor here. Also, this cart, if you remember in the last sale, a wheel broke. Got some nice replacement wheels that actually came on a pallet, so it didn't even cost me anything. I like these wheels better. So we got a total of 30, 14 over there, 16 here. I really don't think I paid more than $100 for that pallet. So that's $300. Pretty quick and easy flip. They're all gonna sell on $10 a day. If for some weird reason we still have some left, we'll save them for $10 a day the next sale. This is the Chip and Joanna Gaines brand. And nice body pillows like this usually sell pretty quickly on $10 a day. I don't think we've ever had this many of them, but we got crappy Dollar General ones, and we had like, I don't know, 8 of them, and they sold pretty quickly on $10 a day once. So I got the cookies out. I took the top layer off because there weren't a lot on there. They did expire last September, so we need to do some quality control here. Yep, they're still good. Let's do it again just to be sure. So you get 2 of the chocolate chip ones and 2 of the salted caramel. And it's got a little gift tag on it. Nutrition facts and nice little tins. I think these are well worth $10. I think these will sell pretty fast. I really wish I was filming this whole thing. I didn't even think about it. The flyers have been a nightmare. Signorama, the place that I usually use, disappeared. I think I mentioned that earlier. Sent them an email, nothing. I called them, left a bunch of voicemails, nothing. Finally, they got back to me today. They were on vacation. So they closed the store. I can't believe the franchise even lets them do that, but they've done this before, and they've at least had some way that we could know. When you send an email, you get a response, automated response back that says, we're gone. We're not going to respond to this. Or at least, and as a small business owner, I know this sucks, but this is part of it. When you're on vacation, you look at your emails. I'm done with them. They're great when they're great. When they're good, they're amazing. It's a local franchise. It's a big company. They're all over, but I'm dealing with the owner here. When they're bad, it's awful. We've had stuff show up late before. It's just been. This one was it. So I was looking at other options, same day basically service. FedEx, they do it for $300. I normally pay $140. It's $300 with FedEx, but it's 8.5 by 11. They won't do the smaller size, and they are very limited options. I have a feeling they're basically just printing it on a laser printer. Then Office Depot, over $1,000 for 1,000 flyers. That's $1 per flyer. Who is paying that? So I went into FedEx so I could ask questions. So yeah, we can get it glossy just like the old ones, same size as the old ones, no problem. It'll be 8.5 by 11, but we'll print 2 so we can slice it in half because they're normally a half page. Awesome. And I sat there for 40 minutes. Got it all set up in the system. $2,200. That's $2.20 per flyer. That is have they ever sold them like that? He told me they do a thing where they can do a special bid and see if corporate or district manager, whoever, will accept it. And so he put in my budget of $300. I said, it's $300 on your website. As well, yeah, you have to do it online. I don't understand why businesses do that. Home Depot is the same thing. If something's cheaper on HomeDepot.com than at Home Depot in the store, they won't price match it. So anyways, he said, let me see if I can get them to approve a lower price. My budget, I said my budget's $300, and I told him that's double what I normally pay, and I'm willing to pay more because I understand that same day service there's going to be a fee. I feel like double the price is a normal fee. And he was understanding. He wasn't rude about it or anything. He was totally understanding that I wasn't going to pay that much and, my prerogative on the whole situation. So he calls me back and he says the lowest they're willing to do is, I think it was $779. It was 7 something. It's almost $800. Still, no. So he said if you do it through Canva, which is what I actually use to edit the picture or edit and create the flyers, then I can get more customizations and not have to be a full sheet and everything. So I went and made it through Canva, and of course there's not an option in Canva to print with FedEx. There's only the mail order ones where they print it and mail them to you in 14 days or whatever. So he said, no, you have to click on Canva on our website. So I had to completely make the flyer over again. And I pay for Canva. I pay like $30 a month for the premium to be able to use all the features. I don't have that when I'm doing it on FedEx's website. So I redesigned it again on there. So the flyer looks a little bit different. And just submit it, $244, and it's the proper size, supposedly glossy. I don't have high hopes that the quality is going to be good, but at least we have something. But because Signorama decided to just go on vacation, and shut the place down. And by the way, it still said open on Google. There was nothing posted anywhere. Maybe there was a sign in their door. I never went there. But there was nothing posted anywhere on the internet that they were gone. So I'm just not going to anymore because this is obviously a negative look at our business because the flyers are probably going to look poor. And it did cost me $100 extra, but I'm not as upset about that. Why are there 30 sheets in here? Oh. I just printed my receipt and those were in there. I'm going to find another I like working with local businesses. I don't want to go with FedEx. So that was just because I needed same day service. I wasn't paying. I'll go through whatever gets it done. By the way, it's Monday. The sale starts Thursday. I'll be picking the flyers up tomorrow. There's another printing place, Fast Signs. They're another franchise, but locally owned around the corner from me. I might check with them on pricing. I'll do it way in advance, like before I even have flyers designed, just get pricing and everything. So I can try and find a local place and try and get them done locally. And here's the funny part. I know who Signorama uses. They use Got Print, which is a printing broker service where print shops can submit everything to this company. This company makes them and ships them. They can even ship it straight to the buyer with with Sinorama or whoever's naming it. I used to do this for a living. I had a little print shop, and it was basically just a brokerage. I sold the service of printing to a restaurant, and then I just bought the flyers or whatever, gift cards, business cards online with GotPrint, and marked it up. And I was still cheaper than a lot of the print shops. And that's what they do. And I know that these flyers that cost me $140 would be like 50 to 60 bucks with GotPrint. I also know that I can still use GotPrint because you're supposed to like prove that you're a printing company or something like that. I don't remember how stringent it is, but it's not made for consumers. It's made for brokering. But because I used to do that, I still have my accounts somewhere out there. I could get them significantly cheaper, but in order to support a local business, I would rather go with them. And I've got the customer service and everything that when they screw up, they usually do make me whole. I don't know how they would fix it on this one, but like there have been print errors and just dumb mistakes that they've always fixed for me. They had on a run of business cards, they had to print them 3 times because they kept screwing up. And they always make me whole. They always take care of me. That's why I kept going back. The issue is, wow, this is a 7-minute clip. I hope you guys like rambling. The issue is not that they don't make it right. The issue is that they make it wrong too many times in order to have to make it right too many times, and I just can't anymore. So I'm at FedEx, just picked them up. They're a little grainy. They don't look great. This side actually looks a lot better, but still, you can see the pixels on there. I'm not thrilled with it, but it's actually better than I was expecting. It's still glossy. I think it's a little heavier weight than the other ones. It might even be a little wider. You can see the edges didn't cut all that well. I much prefer the other guys. I don't plan on going with FedEx regularly, though. I'm going to find a local place that does better quality than this. It was $100 more than I normally spend. The quality is significantly lower, but the fact that I was able to get them within 24 hours, yeah, I'm happy I did it. I mean, there would be no other option other than printing them on my computer, and the quality would be much lower doing that. So what can you do? It happens. 6 years now my store has been closed, and I'm still finding stuff with the price tags on it. I guess I am really a hoarder. So we're making some good progress. Tables are done. Everything is full over here. I'll give you a walkthrough before we open. But all the tables are done. We got stuff along the wall there. All that's really left, I have to finish the special buy shelves along the wall there. All that's done. And then I need to set up the cash registers. They're already set up, but like just, what is this? Why is this here? Cushions, I guess? I don't know. I have to get all the icons on the computer and whatnot. And then we're ready to go. And then we'll be done. So it's Tuesday afternoon. Yeah, finish that stuff. And I feel like today I can have everything done except signage. And then that's all I have to do, signage tomorrow. And then, little final touches here and there. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with where we are. Downside is that means I have to go to the gym tomorrow. I go on Wednesdays, but if we're kind of behind schedule, I skip the Wednesday before the sale. So let me show you a comparison here, since we actually use the same background for this. This is the last sale on the back. We have the current sale. This is the current sale on the back. We have the next sale. But you can see it's the same background picture. Look how, focus. Look how crisp and clean that is. I don't know how well it's showing up on camera. Not very. Side by side here. Can you see that? Yeah, this might be a better angle here. The one on the left looks a lot better. If you look up here at the logo, the one on the left looks a lot better. This is really grainy. I don't like it. The paper material is the same. The size is the same. It's just the print quality. But it's better than nothing. All right, so there's a little bit of a mess in here. I'm calling it a day. All I have left to do is this little bit of special buy stuff. I gotta put some stuff here. I'm gonna do that in the morning before we open. But I'll walk you through, show you what all we have before we close this one out. Let's start in the front over here. We've got cookies. You're getting all 4 tins for $10. We've got blinds. We've got sinks. We've got, remember last year I got like 3 pallets of these for free? We're putting some of them out, seeing how they do. We've got chairs. These will be going very quickly, and I'll shift some of those over a little bit. We've got these Chip and Joanna Gaines body pillows. I bought a whole pallet of these. I don't remember how much I paid. It was fairly inexpensive. Here we're doing this shouldn't be in here. The Dollar General tote bags at $5 each. And then these also at $5 each. We've got like 2 pallets of these, so we want to get rid of them. This is mostly curtain rods and blinds and shades. We've got other stuff over here, some curved shower rods, fishing poles. We've got axe handles, beds, more blinds, and then that starts the special buy area. I'll do that afterwards. We've got right here, coffee table. It's missing some of the hardware, $10. We've got Velcro and... Man, I have a headache. I don't want to be doing this right now. I can't come up with jokes. That needs to get scribbled out. I don't have a pen on me. It's just... No, that's not going to work. Is it just that one? I think it's just that one. So I will need to scribble that out. So this is the home improvement stuff. These are what was on that other pallet, and I've got a handful more in the back yet. I mentioned earlier, we've got a giant shower head. We've got tape. I bought the pallet of tape for $350. I now have what I estimate to be a 5-year supply. We do use this a lot here, and the rest is getting sold. And I should actually still make a profit and get all that tape for free. More stuff through here. Some light fixtures down here. Oh, and a whole bunch of stuff on the floor. We've got a sink here. We've got toilet seats. Floor pieces. This was on the pallet with the sinks. There's 2 of those. There's also a mirror that will be special buy, but it's not out yet. More stuff throughout there. All right, on this side, we've got pools and floaties. This toner did not come on a pallet. I bought this on eBay, and then at some point, I can't lift it. It's too big to lift in one hand. There we go. I need to move this somewhere. At some point, the printer died on us, and that was left over. So maybe someone gives us $10 for that. We got some Pottery Barn Easter stuff. We've got a whole bunch of these. Let's see, hands-free shaving kit. That's a mop. I think that's why we got them. There are a bunch in the back. I've got some down here. We've got these bread boxes and bird feeders and dip crock pots, pitchers. I know you already saw a whole bunch of this stuff. I would be willing to bet money that they're going to accidentally sell this for $5, even though it's not a Dollar General tote. I already asked Ben how many special buy items he's going to sell for the day's price, because every sale he does it with a few of them, even though I go through with him and point everything out beforehand every time. Let's see, moving on through here, we've got other stuff. Toys, I bought a pallet of this in that auction. I don't remember what I paid for it though. I got those Amazon pallets that I picked out. One of them had a whole bunch of these. That's one of the reasons why I bought it. We've got totes here. We've got roller skates, squishmallows, lunch bags, all sorts of different odds and ends through here. Harry Potter, fake Game Boys, puzzles that I bought at Goodwill. Over here is bedding. We are not touching any of the bear bedding in this sale, and yet we filled up a whole run of tables of bedding. Most of it's Amazon. We do still have like 2.5 pallets left of bedding. It's mostly like big comforters, boxes and stuff like this. I have a feeling they're going to go fast enough where we can put them out, and probably by the end of the day we'll be through all of it. What else? Oh, remember the pallet of this. I already mentioned that earlier. That looks like a pretty cozy pillow. We've got this Frozen full set here, twin set. I hate that a size bed is called a full size. It is a complete set, I guess. Over here we've got Cowboy hat. We've got, these are Halloween, but I don't know why they got put out. They just got put out. I'm too lazy to put them back. Other stuff through here, hangers, and there were more hangers. Oh, Tim put them down there. Picture frames, lazy Susans. I don't see any productive Susans around here, but we do have lazy Susans. A whole case of green tea, lights, dog treats, these things, makeup stuff, organizers and whatnot. We got a whole case of Celsius here. We've got rope, some small like handheld appliances there, silicone reusable travel squeeze bottles. We've got, I don't know what laundry soap is worth, so I put some of the bigger ones out here. We got Arm & Hammer. We've got extra down there. We got a whole bunch of baskets and stuff. We got a microwave that doesn't work. We've got charcoal, cat litter. Remember, I got a whole pallet of these for $500. And this is, the pallet was 4 giant boxes. This is most of one of those 4 boxes. I want to see if these sell before I, haul them all out. I'm happy getting $10 each for them. Over here we got diapers. We've got more laundry detergent. We've got the chalk is $5 because we've got, I think 4 pallets left, 4.5, something like that. We started with 6 pallets of it. We've got bamboo organizers here. The last of the Carol's daughter. We've got, these are really nice. I feel sad letting them go for just 10, but I feel like they're probably like $30 in the store, which would be 15 special buy, and I'm not gonna bother with that. I do have some items special buy for 10, and that's just because we've got volume in it, so we want it to be 10 the entire sale. We've got these giant boxes of ranch here. I'm pretty sure they're expired. Is there a date on here? It's probably on the box, and I'm too lazy to dig around and see if I can see it. I'm pretty sure I remember these being expired. $10 for the whole case. We've got weighted hula hoops, faucets, a whole bunch of doorbell stuff, and that is the regular items. Let's walk through special buy quick, and then I can go home. We've got bikes here. I bought a pallet of 12 of them for either $300 or $350. At $60, I do a little more than double my money. We've got more axes. That's the last sledgehammer, and the only axes we have left are these now. Finally getting rid of those. Plant stands here. These are pretty nice. Drawer slides, really good deal for someone who needs soft close drawer slides. We've got tillers and blowers, hedge trimmers. We got a really fancy chair. We've got a lawnmower down here. These were doing so well on eBay. I think I sold 20 of them, and then eBay pulled the listing and said we can't sell them anymore. So $100 will clear the rest out. I paid $400 for the pallet, and I think I'm at like $3,000 or $4,000 profit so far. So I'm happy just dumping the rest. Dog treats. I didn't realize just how expired these were. 9 of 21. These expired like a year and a half ago. But I had a dog briefly when I was a kid, and the dog got so excited eating the cat turds out of the litter box. We were wondering why the litter box was always empty for the first couple of days. So if the dog enjoys that, the dog doesn't care if these are expired. These are the bags. They are $13.49 each on Chewy. We're selling 4 bags for $15, basically the whole case for the price of 1. We've got rooftop car carriers for $35. We've got a chunky knit blanket. There's a pool down here, ceiling fans. I ended up going $29.99 each. We did other, unable to test, not inspected, as is. We've got this fancy looking vacuum, rice dispensers. We've got a million of these. Tim keeps calling them, I think he keeps calling them rice cookers for some reason. And rice got in my head as a rice dispenser, but it's just a dry foods dispenser. We got one on display here. They're in the boxes. We got these lights. These are really fancy. They're solar, so I got to make it look dark in here. There are 12 in here for $60. We've got these things. I should probably pull these. These things. I know there are more left. Some stuff along the top. Over here, we've got, I'll just put those in the cart for now. Over here, we've got bar stools and end tables and that thing. Another table there. Here's what we're doing for our Halloween boxes. $40 for the Halloween boxes. You can kind of see if the top is open on them. Some of them you can't. This one was all candy, so I wrote candy on it so that whoever buys it would know. But we're doing $40 for the Halloween boxes, and I think that's a heck of a deal. There's, especially in these bigger ones, there's so much in there. And then the fall ones, I don't think the value is quite as great, so we're doing those for $20. This is all that I have made up, though. I was hoping to have gone through all of it, and we still have like 3 pallets of Halloween back there. More Craftsman. We've got these desks here, $35, just because I want to get rid of them. We've got better desks that I want to put out, and desks haven't been doing so well for us lately, so just burn them out. These came on the Amazon Mediums pallets. We got this fancy chair here that is apparently $2,000 is MSRP. I looked it up, I think it's 120 on Amazon, and it is a horribly uncomfortable chair. We've got these hose reels. I already touched on those. We've got, this is a really cool cabinet, and I'm pretty sure it came from Pottery Barn, but not certain. But someone tightened the handle a little too hard, cracked it. So $30, 400 retail. We've got the hoses here. I already touched on all of this stuff. I did lower this down so it's closer. And then we pulled 1 box of those so we could make more room over here. We've got these. I hope these sell out fairly quickly so we can clear this space. The Zevia, I'm pretty sure will sell out quickly. We've got the kids' recliners, the bum carts. There's only 4 of them here. 3 of them here, and then the display. The rest are kind of buried in the back. I don't know if I'm going to keep putting them out or what. So that is the special buy area, and that is the sale. So I'm going to head home. I was thinking about maybe editing this video tonight, but probably not. I'm going to relax. My last bit of time where I can sit down and relax before 9 days of... so that's the plan. So definitely check out part 2, which is going to be the first half of the sale, and part 3, which is the second half of the sale. And that's it for this one. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you in the next one. I'm going home.